Okay, so let's kick it off.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, no, let's get serious.
Let's get serious with question number 1. How do you actually buy a suppressor?
Generally, it works like this. You need to get the one, like, do I want to get a rimfire cannon or am I into centerfire handgun?
We'll get into that later. Yep.
Pistols, but you've got to get excited about something. Then you go to a store that carries NFA, an SOT kind of
Right,
vendor.
so you could go to an actual like gun shop that
correct.
carries NFA items. Yep.
Tell them what you want. They will sell it to you, print you a Form 4, which you sign, fingerprints, passport photos, and a check for $200, and send it in.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come back to that store. They'll call you. You'll 4473, log it out, take it home. You're done. It's not that big a deal.
And I mean, it's always varying, but an average lead time to get that Form 4 back from the ATF, 6 to 9 months ish.
I think that's fair.
Depending on, now granted, like this year, like election year, it's probably going to creep up as the year goes, but who knows?
It's hard to say. It might go up and it might go down. People will call us all excited. Oh, I got it in 6 weeks, 10 weeks. And then other people will be like,
It's a year.
Yeah, I think those are both outliers.
Yeah, they are. It's a bummer that it is that unpredictable, but those are the cards that we are currently dealt, so kind of is what it is. But yeah, for people who are like, how do you, what and shoot, even a step before you go to the gun store, does your state allow suppressors? Because hell, I mean, I moved here from California. You're not getting a suppressor in California. Like, unless you're like on the SWAT team or something, like
Sure.
you're not going to have, and by the way, suppressor 101 for everyone. If you ever hear us say can, again, there's like lingo to this whole thing that it's very confusing until you speak it. Silencer,
yeah.
suppressor, can, these are all interchangeable.
Correct.
Yeah. So does my state allow it? If they do, you can go to a gun shop, they'll walk you through the paperwork and everything, or you could also get one online. Kind of, sort of.
It's still that's true. You could make a purchase online, but at the end of the day, it is still going to go through the normal retail gun shop.
Yeah, but
That's
you
not
can
gonna change.
Sure. Ultimately, it's going to wind up to a local place where you're going to go do business, but you could go to a silencer shop, order a whatever can. They're going to have to send it to your FFL, aka your
Correct.
gun shop. Still got to go down there, do all the paperwork, do all that stuff, and wait, 8 months or whatever.
I mean, maybe technically you've bought online, but if it comes out of stock or it was ordered in, it's half a dozen one, 6 the other.
Yeah. It's kind of the same difference. It's just, hey, did you go online shopping and then it showed up in person, or did you just go down to the
And they had
whatever
it, you bought it.
and they had it and you bought it?
Yeah.
Same kind of difference at the end of the day. Hey, question number 1: how do you buy a suppressor? Done.
Okay, perfect. That was easy. It doesn't seem that hard.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Okay, because I had a buddy / client of mine. He asked me the other day. He was like, so if I wanted to take my rifle and be able to run a suppressor on it, like, what do I need? Okay, so general conversation. Okay, how does, like, we can even use that as a demo, right? But it's like, how does this suppressor actually attach to this gun? What the hell do I need?
Okay, perfect. And we can use this gun for that, like, not an issue. So you've got, in this case, it's QD. In most,
QD stands for?
quick disconnect.
Okay.
Sorry, you're right. I should back off on the
That's why
fancy
I'm here.
lingo.
I'm the dummy, and I'm just going to keep dumbing it down.
You've got to keep me in check a little bit.
I'm with it.
The barrel is threaded.
Mm-hmm.
This device is a flash hider, quick disconnect, and is simply threaded onto those existing barrel threads.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you could put a direct thread silencer on this rifle by taking that off, if the silencer then would just simply thread on.
Kind of like,
A handgun.
right?
So,
Or you've got this quick disconnect system where you go, look, you don't need threaded barrels. So you could either thread the suppressor directly onto the barrel, or if you've got a muzzle device, then you can just quickly attach that
Yeah.
to your muzzle device.
correct.
Which also, for folks who are, so that's my gun, right? So you might go, hey, if I don't always want to run a suppressor on this gun, not a problem, right? I can just go run this as a fun little gun right now.
Or you could have chosen a flash hider or a blend of the two, like a Sons of Liberty Knox.
Well, we're going to get into that because, yep. But you go, okay, hey, look, the benefit of quick disconnect versus a can that's just threading directly onto the barrel. Well, you're not really going to shoot a rifle probably very much if it's just got just straight up threads and there's no muzzle device on it. It would just, I mean, I guess you could. It would just be weird.
Or you maybe just put a thread protector on it.
Sure. But the benefit of this, of course, is that you go,
Absolutely.
okay, cool. This is one, very nice to shoot because that's a break, so it's going to be very flat to shoot. But then for everyone who's like, how does that attach? It literally just goes right on. Couple clicks. We're good to go. Now we can shoot suppressed. I've got a Glock or how we can use mine if we want, whatever. Like I've got a pistol and I want to be able to run it suppressed, which really, let's be honest, is about as cool as things get in life. A suppressed pistol. It's just undeniably sexy and cool and fun because it's quiet. So I've got a pistol, I want to run it suppressed. What do I need?
You need a threaded barrel and a silencer.
So that's part one.
Correct.
I need that.
Yes.
Now,
A lot of guns come with it.
a lot of guns come with it. The bitch of something like this versus a Glock or something like that.
Fitting.
Glock's got the beauty. I can just order one, drop it on in. Not the case. Not the case. Like that had to go back to the folks who built it. They had to fit that in. So if you're in the 1911, like 2011 space, not the cheapest thing to get into if you want to start shooting all your guns suppressed. It's just threaded barrels, wind up being $400 or $500 a lot of times. But regardless of the platform, you need a threaded barrel.
Correct.
There's no, break or flash hider for a pistol. So you go, okay, we've got to have a threaded barrel, and then that can will thread directly onto that, and then voila, easy enough to shoot. Now, let's take it a step further. Actually, you can demo this because I actually have actually, look at this. I'm showing up to the party with props.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I think the term that you would call for this activity is flexing.
Is that what I'm doing? Like the kids?
You are flexing, yes.
Okay. Now here's what I want
I
you.
like it.
Look at that
Oh.
flex.
See? I was right.
And then he pulls out a gold gun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Explain, riddle me this, Mike Pappas. I'm Joe Schmo on the street. Well, not on the street, but but I'm Joe gun owner. And I go, well, I want to be able to shoot my 9mm suppressed. I want to be able to shoot my 45 suppressed. I've only got one suppressor. How the hell could I run 2 calibers on one suppressor?
Well, let me explain that to you, Schmo.
Do it.
You, in this case, are using a 45 ACP can, so from 45 to 9, you can always go smaller. Yes, there's a certain amount of loss of effectiveness, if you will, and you can't bridge this gap. I mean, I can't build you a 10-inch board can and expect it to work on anything.
Basically,
you've got only so much give there.
well, you have a bigger hole.
Correct. This is what I'm getting at, the through bore.
And I
Yes.
distill it down to a bigger hole.
Okay, a bigger hole. Your hole can't be giant.
Let's
But-
hope not, because it's
No,
a
it can't.
problem.
It can't.
Yeah.
You can't go too far with this. But you can bridge anything in between 45 and
Yeah.
380, 9.
On
Usually
that
works
one
out pretty
can.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So really, I mean, there's just no way around this statement, but a smaller hole is more desirable.
I believe that rings true.
You know what I'm
In
saying?
this
though?
case, yes.
So now if I wanted to, now that can is on a 9mm gun right now. So if you wanted to switch it over to that 45, 1911 that's right there, show me what to do.
Okay, you're going to take it off of this 9mm gun.
This is a Ghost, by the way. This is a Dead Air Ghost.
Oh, dude, you've already got a piston. I didn't see you slide that in there.
I don't show
all
up.
I saw was this.
I don't show up without props to the party.
So we're going to take this back cap off right here. Now, I'll show you the outside of the piston is dimensionally identical, but the size of the threaded hole
Yep.
is different. These can be left hand, right hand, half, 13, 14, 9/16, 5/7/8, 5/8, and what have you, all good. So this pistol is going to be threaded 5/7/8. Is that right?
Look, once we start talking about the numbers and everything, look, I know one of those
You
goes
know it
on
fits.
One of those goes on 9mm, one of those goes on 45.
I like that.
Well, that's my understanding of the system currently.
Okay, now we're going to take this thread cap off. Oh, 16 left and right millimeter as well, too. Those are pretty common. I should have thrown those out for you.
Sure, yeah, I would have had no clue.
You don't want to cross thread a buddy's super nice 1911 barrel. That's a huge no-no.
This is true.
Live by that. And that's it. You're ready to rock.
And then now the same suppressor, so really, like,
Yeah.
largely speaking, most of the popular pistol calibers, I could have one pistol suppressor that's going to do more or less all of it.
Yes, absolutely.
And the only thing really that I need to have for each additional caliber is a different piston,
Correct.
right? So it's like, cool, I want to run 40 and 9 and 45 or 38 or whatever. Cool. You need 4 different pistons.
Yes. I can't argue with you on that
We're
at all.
crushing this series.
right.
The comments are going to be so positive, and they're always so negative on my page.
I think it's your attitude.
It's bad or good?
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You saying I have a bad attitude?
No, I didn't say that.
It was implied.
It was implied. But I think your comments are driven from your attitude, positive or negative.
Like saying smaller holes are more desirable?
You know, it's banter like that drives a comment down below.
That's a factual
in the comment
statement.
section.
That's a factual statement.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can't argue with me. I think we're both just saying things that are correct.
Science.
Which is weird, but we are.
Go figure 2 guys like us could be correct on anything, really.
It is odd.
Okay. I got one for you. Because this is a fun opinion question. If you could own one rifle and one pistol suppressor, it's got to last you the rest of your life. I want to be able to suppress my rifles, pistols. I got enough money, I'm going to get one of each. One pistol, one rifle. What are you getting?
And I've said this before, but I have put some thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
I would get a Wolverine, and not because it's a Dead Air product.
Well, you're allowed to endorse your own company. I mean, my God.
But look, it's the end of the frickin' world, dude. We're not making any more sales. You know what I'm saying?
The Corona?
What does it matter? Sales are over.
Yeah.
This isn't a time to make money.
This is being filmed on the Friday of national emergency just got declared. So we don't even know, like, this footage may never come out. Like, we literally may die in here. So,
or if this footage comes out and one of us is passed, I think it'll make it special, and I'd like to have a, thing come across in loving memory.
Uh-huh.
Or something like that. I'm
Yep.
not telling you what to do, but you think about that after I'm dead.
Dedicated to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm with it. So Wolverine.
And
Okay.
I say that because I'm kind of an AK fan.
As am I.
Especially, like you say, end of the world. Like, function is very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
Over form or whatever. So I like the fact that I can put it on a huge variety of Kalashnikov-based platforms.
Okay.
Plus, I can also put it on 15 mil for all those sweet, overpriced stamped German sheet metal roller delayed blowback guns. I love those as well. AR-10s, 15s, like you name it, we pretty much make a thread insert to screw it on.
So from a versatility standpoint, probably the most versatile. Is that fair?
I'd say it 100% is.
Very cool.
Yes.
And, okay, and then pistol.
Pistol, you're probably, I don't know, you probably won't super agree with me on this. Rimfire can.
Murder can, I get it.
Like I really like rimfire pistols and rifles, and I wouldn't want to give that up. And a Wolverine, you've bridged a gap too far. The hole's too big to make it a reasonable rimfire can. Plus, it's a solid weld can. You wouldn't want to get a bunch of lead in it. So those would be my two choices.
Well, and for people who've never shot anything suppressed, the day you shoot a 22 suppressed, you'll fall in love.
It changed my life.
It's a true love affair. Yeah. Like, I mean, it is a joy. And then you throw like subs in it or something, you're like, oh, I mean, it's too much. It's movie quiet. It's movie quiet.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. Now, I'm actually surprised at your answers, though. I actually thought my two cans were going to be your two picks. I thought it was going to be Sandman S and a Ghost.
Can I share with you right now?
Please.
I've been asked this question before, but mostly people ask, what would be the one rifle that you'd take?
I love this question. I love this.
Here's my answer.
Yeah.
Barrett 82A1.
Well.
Now, I've got my two cans, right? But I've got all the adapters. I'd like to think like I grab those before I leave the office, so I'm good to go that way. So my versatility's there. I'll find the smaller rifles, but I don't think very many people will pick 50 caliber rifle.
Probably not.
That makes it so when I find you
With that.
on the other side and some kind of close-up like door kicking needs to be done, I'm like, go get him, Tiger.
Yep.
Like, you've got the
You're sitting a mile
short
back.
AR.
Yeah. You're a mile
But
back.
you need a truck stopped. You're like, and I'm like, I've got this.
Got it.
I'm good to go.
Yep. And I'm totally outclassed.
So
on
I
that.
think, and and this may not be true, but I think I do have the ability to make friends. So I think I could make friends easily with AR-15 guy or AK guy.
Well, you bring something to the party.
And then he and I would be a team, and we are going to seek out together whoever this other guy and I are going to go on a never-ending quest to find belt-fed guy.
Belt-fed guys.
And then we will have something likened to ZZ Top, a power trio.
Yeah.
There
I'm
it
with
is. That's the three-piece band.
Belt-fed,
Belt-fed guy.
long-range precision, and then me coming in with just, moving around a house.
I like to think that you are a very important part of the team, but yet you are the most disposable and easily replaceable. Just keep that in mind.
Well, that's a little...
Well, I'm just being honest. There's a lot more of you than me, and I don't even know if we can ever find belt-fed guy. But we need to keep him
Belt-fed
happy.
guy is
and
going to be hard to find, I tell you the truth.
50 guys just as hard to find, except I know where he is already.
So there's a lot of guys like me.
You're the 99%.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, probably won't even really talk to shotgun guy. But
Have fun, with, your
I'm just
six,
saying,
have fun with your 6 rounds of birdshot.
Yeah, I mean, you better load that, in the next half hour if you can do that.
Damn. Well, I'm excited to be a part of the team. A little bummed out that I'm the first. Like, if
You're just disposable. You're important, but
well,
yet
like if the
easily
food supply
replaceable.
became like if the food supply was a real problem, I'm probably going to be the first one that gets eaten.
In a matter of speaking, yeah.
And I don't, that's never been a goal of mine. So
Maybe you could become belt-fed guy. I mean, you can change your
I'm interested.
position in the world.
Well, I could shoot belt-fed guy, and then
You've got to be belt-fed guy. You should probably be that before, and then
be belt-fed guy.
you and I can find this disposable guy.
No problem.
Mr. Easy to Come By, we'll call him.
Shit. Okay.
It's
Well,
a thought, right?
I'm equal parts excited, but a little bit kind of discouraged about my
You've got
place
some
on that team.
homework to do.
Yeah. No, I understand. Okay, one rifle, one pistol suppressor. That was
Done.
clean. Great answer. Super clear, and we were
It's just the way I
concise.
feel, and I've got my reasons,
You do indeed. Let's keep ticking here.